Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to DJ Pablo TV. Your boy's here, and I'm here to drive. Do you like cars? Do you want to drive? Then go copy yourself this game right here called Car X Drift Racing Online. Now, from the day I figured out that there was a form of driving known as drifting, I was always like, I would love to be able to do that. I don't have a drift car, but thank God for this thing right here, which is my PXN V99 setup. I got my handbrake, manual gated shifter, my wheel, my pedals under the desk with my clutch brake and accelerator pedal. I can do that from the comforts of my own home without ruining tires or crashing a car. So your boy was like, well, you only live once. Why not go for it? So I decided I'm going to teach myself how to drift. See what I'm saying? And I have gotten some crazy tips from a special viewer who might show up tonight. I don't know, but he played a major role in helping me get on that path after me trying to figure out myself, not knowing that you just don't do this in a regular car. Now, I came from the BMX world, and I used to do flatland freestyle, and my bike was different. People back then used to be like, what are those funny-looking bikes? And they would wonder why we could do tricks on them that didn't seem normal, but there was a reason. The bikes were different. Had pegs and fork stands, and the brakes was different. See what I'm saying? So we had gyros, only a handlebar to spin around. It was modified. It is the same thing with drifting. If you play this game called Car X Drift Online and you don't know how to mod cars, then you are going to be in a world of trouble because you're going to have a hard time figuring this out. And you will struggle. Guarantee that you, because I was doing it and I thought I could figure this out without knowing about the cars and how to tune the cars. And I was finding out the hard way that, nah, you'll be here till kingdom come and you'll never be able to learn it. Not with a regular car like that. But the minute someone point me in the right direction and said, let me show you how to tune the car and watch what happens. And I actually decided to listen, did the tweaking and did the tuning. And when I went back to the same exact car and tried again, oh my God, it was like night and day. I felt way more comfortable and starting to believe now that I can actually learn how to drift a car on the computer. So tonight we're going to pick up, all right? We got one lesson. We got a car. In fact, we got 3 cars that are tuned. And I'm going to drive one of them tonight. This is the second time I'm actually trying to drift with a car that was tuned for drifting. And trust me, I've been trying in a set of Corsa, just picking a car and going for it, not knowing that I never had a chance in hell in learning it the right way without a car that's tuned for drifting. And there is a difference, all right? So we're going to go do that right now. Let me flip the screen around. I'm going to load the game up. And we're going to have some fun tonight, man. Oh, my. All right, I'm going to pop the chat out from here. I'm going to bring this over here. Minimize that. I don't need that. And put this here. I don't need that. And Car X Drift. You guys can see my screen, my setup right here. Feel free to hit me up in the chat. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up, all right? Remember to give the stream a thumbs up. It will promote the stream, and that's all I ask. I don't need much. All I need is just a thumbs up. That's all. It's free. $3.99. It's only $3.99. Can you please spear me a thumbs up? Me begging like Oliver Twist. Please, please, sir. Can I get some more? All right, car X drift. We're training. We hit that right here. And I want to go in here. Yep. All right, the car is on. We're going to have some fun, man. All right, we're here until midnight. So we're going to have fun. Just learning a little bit more about drifting now that we have cars that are dialed in. I'm learning now how to balance the swinging, the sliding of the car. How to manage my accelerator pedal. Don't get too excited and just bam and step on it. See what I'm saying? It's a skill. It's a balancing act. And it reminds me of me learning how to do tricks on a BMX back in the day. It's like there was a barrier that you need to break through, and once you found the barrier and you could feel it, then the tricks will start falling into place. One by one, you'll be catching something new. You're like, damn, 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 you learn something new. But before then, everything seemed impossible until you did one of the tricks, and you're like, whoa, I did it. So now let's go do another one. And then I moved on, and I learned something else, and then I learned something else, and then I learned hop on the front wheel, hop on the back wheel, do some roll tricks, and I would do the cherry picker, and I'm like, oh shit. So it is with this. All right? So I have the gear now. The car is tuned for it. All I need to do now is drive, find that balance point, find that spot where you feel like you're in control and the car is reacting to what you want it to do. And you're in, boy. All right, so here we go. We're gonna have some fun tonight. All right, let's start it off. Put some volume on the hits. I want you guys to experience this car. All right, we're warming up. Now, I was driving first gear, but when you get to second gear, the car does something even better. It slides easier without you even using your handbrake. So what I'm saying, I thought every time the car slides, I have to use the handbrake. I'm learning new tricks. I can slide it without it. But it's good to have in case you want to induce the slide even earlier. So what I'm saying, we got the real Mr. Premium in the building. What up, bro? We're just getting on, and we flip the screen full screen, and bam. Got my car tuned. Finally able to drift a little bit better with a better understanding of the game. We're warming up, just warming up the tires. Once I hit the second gear, I can slide the car easier. Back in first. And as you can see, clearly way better on my second try. And as I said, I know how to use my second gear to make the car slide more. I'm in first now. When I'm in second, the car is even looser. And I can manipulate between first and second just to get the car to slide the way I want. Now, I love having this button box right here. What makes the experience so dope, me being able to press the start button right there just to get the car to start up like a real race car. So much fun, man. If you got it set up and you can get a button box, go for it, man. Drop it in second. Back to the first. And I can feel the point when the wheel gets heavy, you feel like it's engaging and you just barely tap it just to swing the car enough for it to slide but not be out of control. I'm starting to feel that force in the wheel that goes away then comes back every time when the body swings from side to side. And I'm seeing what happens when I drag it too much and it gets out of control like that, versus when I take my time like this, I have more control over it. And then don't go too crazy on the accelerator pedal. Before you know it, I can control what the car is doing. Look at this shit. Just by just understanding the physics and the mechanical setup of the car, I figured out how to make it move. See that? I did not know that 2 days ago, and now I do. Got my gloves on. I figured out how to let the wheel slide between my hands. The car literally almost steering itself. It will grab the wheel back in the position it needs to be when it needs to. Second. And first again, and don't tap it too hard. Control the accelerator. And I can always tap my handbrake. If I want to induce a slide, I can do that as well, which is a plus. I figured out that I can manipulate the slide anytime I want by using my handbrake, or I can just take my time and use the accelerator. And if I go up from first to second, it slides even easier. You don't want to be like in fourth or fifth gear. You need, the most you want to go is third. That I'm learning too, and I figured out now too that it actually works. Got some heads up on it. Tried it, and over time, I'm seeing the results. So you see, you're never too old to learn, man. And knowing me, my determination, man, a couple of months of me practicing like this, then I'll be able to slide it on the street. On a different Japanese, I want to be on a Japanese map. I want to be able to slide the car on one of them Japanese roads with the funny lines on the road in one of the in this game right here, man. Be able to be on the road, maybe even do a tandem race with someone and slide my car like I'm from Tokyo, for Christ's sake. So that's my goal. I want to be able to drift well where I can make content like that on here for you guys, all right? Practice makes perfect. Slide, handbrake right there. go down in here. Have some fun down in this gully right here. Now you're gonna stall, because that happens. It's part of driving, part of learning. Don't let that stop you. Just get back in the car and keep it going. Practice makes perfect. Once again, if you can't get the car to swing in time, because I just used the handbrake right there, if you're going up, you're not getting enough speed to make the car swing in time, just tap that handbrake, man. It's an accessory, it helps. It's not your main source of swinging the car, but it helps. Once I'm in second, the car just slides way easier. Alright, nice slide right here. Back in reverse. This is fun, man. When you have your pedal on the ground and you're shifting your gears and you can control your car and stick, which is the hardest form of driving, it's a lot of fun. Tap it to swing it. See the control? Look at that. Just barely tap it, barely control your throttle. Let the wheel go, let it line up again. Tap it. And I'm getting my slides in right there. Let the wheel go. Tap it. Tap it. See that? I figured it out. I just want to be able to control it on any level on the street, be able to turn, be able to tandem with cars. It's going to take time, but the fact that I'm doing this much, this fast, I am grateful because I figured out that the car has to be tuned. go in the second. The car slides easier. And I still have the option to use my handbrake, which I can just do bam and the car slips, which I think everyone should have. If you're going to be driving and you want to do drifting, you're going to need to get yourself a handbrake, man. Let me see if I can get around that column at the end. I want to practice to do some drifting like around one of these columns. I think we could do it on this one. Yeah, it's a single one. Okay, we're with second. I'm gonna slide that in first. See if we can practice to swing the car around this one right here. First gear. Now I can use second and automatically go in a swing, but the car sometimes over rotates. Perfect chance to use my handbrake. Alright, let's start it again. Tap the handbrake, put me in a slide. I said I can slide it with the power, with the accelerator pedal, but sometimes I want to just tap the handbrake to induce the slide anytime I feel like it. Like right there. slide it back forward. Back in first. Oh damn, we stalled. This is a dead end. Gate is closed. thought this gate was open. Again, I just put it back in first. Use my handbrake just to give it cause it to skid. Pop the second in. Right there, I put it back in first, tap it because I'm running out of space, so I just put it back in first, tap the handbrake to cause it to slip. Now I'm just using second gear and the power. God damn, that's fun. Using my handbrake to make it slide sometimes. That way I can control the slide anytime I want, even without relying on the accelerator. Like that right there. Nice. So I'm using a lot of the handbrake. If you can see, I'm using whenever I want to shift the car and I'm not relying on the power. If I'm in a spot and I'm running out of space, I can just immediately just go bam. And once my wheel is turned in the direction I want to go, once I tap it, the car just goes right around. Or I'm in first and then I'm not getting the swing because I don't have enough power. Once I switch to second, the car just slides. So there's two different ways I noticed to make the car really just swing the way you want. You see what I'm saying? The car cannot just be going in one direction. It's a process of side to side. But once you kind of like feel that balance point, you can tell when you're in control of it. The right amount of throttle along with you just guiding the car. It's an experience, man. Once you start to feel it, the more you drive, the more you start to feel you getting control of the swing. And you just stick between your first, your second, maybe your third gear, depending on the car. You see what I'm saying? Most of the time, I just do first and second. I use the second to help the car slide easier. The first gear gives me a little bit more control. And if I want to swing it in first, I use the handbrake and tap it, even though I can still swing it and get it to slide. But if by chance it's not getting enough power to give me the swinging time, handbrake, bam, the car turns. Or, bam, once I hit second, it's ready to turn on a dime right there with the direction and the power that's coming from the wheel. So it's a nice learning process, man. I'm learning so much by just practicing. That's why practice makes perfect, man. When you decide to take the time and just lock in and say, listen, I'm going to learn this. Learn this shit. And as I said, my biggest obstacle was not knowing that I had to dial in the cars. I was driving stock cars on different games. And I hear people talk all the time, oh, I drift on this and I drift on that. And they don't even know how to tune the car. No, you're not. The computer's helping you. Here, you have to know how to tune the car. And when you're done, still you have to put in some practice. Unless you're using a controller and the computer's assisting you, because ain't no way you're going to drive the right way with a controller in your hand. But when you are running a wheel, like I'm doing here, a gated manual shifter and my pedals are under the desk. I'm really using the clutch, really shifting the gear and going back and forth while inducing the swing, learning when to just let the wheel flow through my hand. Because every time the car turns, it wants to correct itself. Let the wheel go and let it slide in your hands. That's what I noticed. That if I do that, the car will just correct itself. And then I grab it and just kind of like just nudge it a little bit just to get it to do what I want. But rest of it is just gravity. Just going back, forth, and just correcting the slide every minute, man. It's amazing how they figured this out in Japan and made it become something that's a household name when it comes to driving. You see what I'm saying? Drift. Where it becomes a full-blown sport. A lot of people are catching it all over the world. And once you figure out the dynamics of the car, what it can do, and figure out the tunes, you have to tune the car. As I said, you go in a game, pick any stock car and think you're going to be able to drift it just like that. You are not. And you're going to get frustrated. You're going to give up. Because you're going to be like, this is too hard. I can't do it. Not knowing once again that the car was not set up properly for you to drift. See what I'm saying? I'm going to get me a drink right here. I'm getting kind of thirsty. It is burning hot in Florida. I mean, it's almost like 80 degrees right now at night. It's like 10:46 a.m. and it's like 80 degrees for Christ. I'm going to see my thermometer right here. 79 degrees this time of night. Too goddamn hot. Let me get myself a drink. I'll be right back. All right. We back. All right, let me get comfortable right here. I have to go and drink something. Yep. Let me start it back up again. And as I said, man, if you're going to build your setup, get yourself a button box, man. Get yourself a button box. This device right here, I love it, man. Being able to switch the car on, press the big old red start button right here on my computer is a godsend, man. I came from Pong, for Christ's sake. I'm 57 years old. I came from Pong. You have any idea what it's like for me to be experiencing this? When I was turning that damn dot on the dial to knock the damn dot on the screen, and I played that in black and white, and I am here playing Car X Drift, a full car setup here in the comfort of my own home. So I'm saying, unbelievable, man. Being able to see a world without video games and what we have now is amazing. All right, let's jump back in again. Let's go full screen. Here we go. Oh, damn. I wanted to turn and not slide and touch it, but we were going too fast. Once again, I'm just using the handbrake this time because I don't have enough room to swing it with the second gear. Oh, we stalled. right here. What do we have here? I did not see this part. Damn. Wait a minute, what do we have here? What is up them steps? Okay, oh damn. We out on the street. Damn. I did not know we could leave that park. Well, the roads are empty. I'm gonna do it on the public street then, so be it. The roads to ourselves, so I guess we're gonna test it out. I gotta take it easy. I can't get excited. It's the first time on the street. The roads are empty. Okay. I thought it was like a dead end. I thought that was going to be like a cliff for me to fall off. This is nice though. This is like some train tracks. Man, I'm tempted to go swinging on the damn tracks. That wouldn't be right. I can have some fun here. Okay, we back up here. Train tracks. What do we have here? Oh, we go back down. Okay. Get back in here. So that's where that dead end was, an access point to get out. Okay. This is cool. Being able to ride up on a wall like that. Oh shit. This is locked. That's locked. Okay, the other one. All right, let me say hi to everyone in the chat. All right, we back at it, man. Once again, CarX Drift. Your boy finally figured out how to drift. Not like a pro yet, but I'm sliding my car, man. Yeah, your boy knows how to control it. Handbrake right there. See that? See how your boy got it locked? God damn. That's close. You can't park any closer than that. crazy. Oh my God. Man. This is fun. This is, oh my God, man. This is fun. This is fun. And I can see the progress because I can feel a way more control over the car. It makes sense now how the cars react when when the car is just tuned, the wheels and everything, the suspension. A lot of sense. Before I was driving with this car, I could not get it to do nothing under control. The car was just on its own. I'll tap it and it just gets away by itself, and I couldn't do a damn thing but watch it slide, crash when it needs to, all of that. I have way more control over it now, man. God damn, my AC's on and I'm fanning, for Christ's sake. Damn, it is hot in Florida tonight. Thermometer still saying 79 degrees. I guarantee you it feels hotter than that. Alexa, volume 5. Alexa, what's the weather for West Palm Beach right now? Not crickets. She ain't responding. Alexa, volume 6. Alexa, what's the current temperature for West Palm Beach right now? Crickets. She ain't responding. Alexa, what's the current temperature for West Palm Beach? Three times. Nothing out of her. What the hell? Well, I guess she can't take the heat either, man. All right, we're going to get back to it, guys. Once again, Car X Drift online. We are burning up, even though the AC is firing. I can definitely feel the difference in the temperature here in Florida, man. My AC is running overdrive. And it's like a central heat system. It's not like a window unit. This thing is blasting. But it is hot tonight. I'm used to the place being colder than this. All right, let's drive some more. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up, guys. If you're a car guy, you're into cars, you're into drifting, or you like car games, give it a thumbs up, all right, if you're enjoying the content. See if this gate is open up top. Okay. Damn, I didn't see the rail. slide is just nice. Dial it in, man. God damn. I'm having so much fun right now. I'm speechless, man. Let's see if we can go around the street. I think this is one of the exits right here. Oh shit, no. This one, the gate's closed. Car X drift, man. Oh my god. When you start to figure this shit out, it is so much fun. It's addictive, man. I can sit here for hours and not say a word and just go for it. Once again, I do not know what the hell's going on in Florida, but it is hot. 80 degrees at night. Let's see if we can find our way out on the street again. Train tracks. Parking lot. Something crazy right here. How do we get on the street? I know these are train tracks right here. Let me go see what the city got. Let's drive for a while. This is so much damn fun, man. Car X Drift Racing Online. I love it. Let me just drive normal for a while. Just to rest my foot. Map's pretty big. God damn, I was missing out. I did not know I could go this far. And then this happens. This is like a dead end. Pretty cool skyline right here. that leads to another dead end. Okay, I can go that way. On an unexplored road. We back on the same goddamn road. Either that or it's an identical version of the one we just passed. Damn, this thing is messed up. Nice car, but in poor condition. I got some nice cars in the parking lot here. God damn, a dead end. Brake wasn't too great. Another dead end. They got barricades everywhere. The roads are blocked off. Ghost town. Ain't nobody here. Barricade again. All right, Jesus, I gotta stop for a minute. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is called Car X Drift Racing Online. If you ever wanted to try out a drift, this is your perfect chance. You need a wheel. You need a copy of the game. You need a handbrake, some pedals on the ground. At least a little bit of idea of how to drive stick shift, because you've never driven stick, then you're in big trouble. You see what I'm saying? And just go for it, man.
Well, here's your reminder. The music reviews
I'm running out of time. We got 15 minutes left to wrap up. I am burning up, man. My gosh, I gotta calm down. This driving is so hectic. My body's, I'm getting hot like I'm running, for Christ's sake. I guess my heart can't take it. Oh my God, and the AC's on. And yet still I feel warm. I can feel the AC blowing, but like, God damn. What is going on outside in America? Oh my God. The thermometer on the wall is showing 83 degrees. 83 degrees. It's too goddamn hot. I know I usually set the AC to like 78, 77 sometimes. That's what I'm saying, but yo, this is too much. I'm probably gonna have to drop it to like 70. Turn this place in the winter all over again. But damn, it is hot. And once again, it is almost 12 o'clock and it is 79 degrees outside at midnight. 70, and I know it feels warmer than 79. That's the actual temperature. It's probably way warmer. Damn. We had fun, man. My second drift stream, proper drift stream where I know what I'm doing, and it just takes more practice so I can start driving on the street, sliding around the corners with no effort. So I'm saying just taking my time and just bam, 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 bam. Knocking out these corners with ease. That's what I'm saying? Let me take it back to the parking lot before we wrap this up. Wait a minute, I think I could get in from here. Is this an entrance to get in? Or is it locked? Yeah, I can get in here. Yep, we back in. One last drift before we wrap up the stream. Damn, that was a nice slide. I wanted to line it back up. Like that. Like that. That's what I want to do. come on, turn. I didn't use the handbrake on that one. I wanted to use just pure power. Second. Put it back in first. So I use the gear just to swing it around. Second gear. Back in first. Oh my God. I just wanted to come right close to the wall and then just stop. Too close. Damn, I thought the car was dead. kind of get the slide right here. I don't have my gloves on, but I'm still letting it slide through my hand just to kind of have it level out. done for the night. We're gonna wrap it up. Tomorrow is another day. Right in the middle of the street right here. We leave it right here. All right, man, I had fun, but I gotta go, guys. Jesus, we really love this game. I took my gloves off and I still drove for like another 10 minutes. That's how addictive this game is, man. It is Car X Drift. It is nice, especially when you start getting the hang of it, man. And I'm definitely a better driver than I was like a week ago. So I'm saying, in fact, a couple of days ago, I could not do what I just did right here. I have a little bit more control of the car, but we still got work to do because I want to be able to drive on these streets and to slide it all over the place in between the cars and with cars in tandem and races and stuff. But for now, the open parking lot, we get to swing it, do all kinds of stuff. Let's get the feel of it. So I'm saying, this is right, yo, this game right here, man. This game will have you playing for hours. And I'm saying, especially if you got a wheel, your shifter, your pedals and everything to go with it, man. A lot of fun, guys. Turn the car off right here. And as I said, man, yo, you can be playing this for a long time, man, but you definitely need a wheel to drive it the right way if you want to play this game and truly drift. Put away your controller, get yourself a wheel, your shifter, your pedals with your clutch, and drive like a real man. So I'm saying, stop telling people that you're drifting when you're using your controller. So I'm saying, go get yourself a real setup. So I'm saying, a nice car sim, and truly go back in and see if you can actually drift for real, all right? So with that said, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I gotta go, guys. I could stay here all night, but I got shit to do, plus I gotta get me some rest. And I'm saying, you know, I can't stay up all night like I used to. I gotta get sleep, rest my heart, because my heart is not doing too well. And my doctors want me to get as much rest. And when I get up, I get as much exercise as I can, all right? So thank you, guys, for the support. Salute to everyone who took the time to watch the stream, guys. I know a lot of you guys come here, you look at me, and you watch me for a while, and then you go away. So I'm saying, you don't say nothing, but at least you showed up. You gave me some of your time. You're not required to say a word. You see what I'm saying? You can just watch. And if you don't want to subscribe or come in the chat right now, I can understand. But you showed up. That's all that matters right now, that you showed up for me, all right? So I can't thank you enough. And with that said, I'm going to wrap it up the usual way by saying peace and salute from West Palm Beach. And I'm out here. And I will see you beautiful people the usual time, 10 o'clock again. We'll be back to do the same thing over again. Play something new, something nice. And just entertain. So I'm saying, guys, I got some music shit to go attend to. Let me go dive into my mailbox and see what they sent me. Hopefully I got something good, because I haven't gotten anything good in a while. But I need something dope. So I'm saying, and hopefully we get it tonight so that we can drop some nice music reviews for you as well. All right. So I am gone, man. Peace.